All right, here we go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. All right, there we go. There we go. Hey, everybody. Hey, Keita. We did
Hey,
it.
we did it.
We did it. We did it. All right, great. Well, I'm excited. We're only going to be on here about 30 minutes tonight. We got some really good conversation that we're going to have. I'm
Yes.
excited because the wealth transfer that's happening literally right now is for anybody.
Yeah.
It's not just for a particular demographic. Hey, Danielle, what's up, girl? It's not just for a particular demographic. It's not for a particular race. It's not for a particular age. It's really for whoever really makes up in their mind that you know what this is for them. And the
Yeah.
reality is we can't really talk about real wealth until we talk about equity and we talk about real estate.
hmm
And for a long time, I think, Carolyn, hey, people have thought that it was for, I don't know, for privilege, for educated, for people that came from money. Literally, wealth is for anybody that makes a decision that, you know what, I want in on this and I want in on it now. And it's
Yeah.
crazy to me, Keita, because right now, even though we're in a time where you see a lot of people of color in social media and, really seeming like we're making some headway. And I think we are, but I think there's still a long way to go. And the only way to really get there is to get yourself in a position of ownership, to get yourself
Right.
in a position of ownership and not just your own home, which is extremely important. It's a great foundation, but we definitely got to get you in a position where you own property, territory. It's the only way that things really change. Things
Right.
change when people come into ownership. And so I know I'm excited for you and your family right now. You guys are building a beautiful estate. But not only do you want to stop there, you're looking at going further and doing more investing because that's really the only way to create cash flow, right?
hmm
We live in a beautiful home, but it doesn't cash flow. We enjoy it, right? But it doesn't, I'm not making income from living in this house. The house that you are living in, if you own it, that's a blessing, but it does not create cash flow. Cash flow is
Right.
really how you build wealth. And so,
Mhm.
Keita, we started a Certified last year in November. I was really, really passionate about starting it because I wanted to see other people that look like me get into a position of ownership and to be able to create cash flow. And I mean, you've been a big part of building this a Certified team, one of the partners, and just doing your thing. I mean, how are you feeling about everything we're seeing happening right now?
I mean, it's definitely a blessing, and I was just sharing with you, probably about 4 minutes ago before we got on, is that when we look up, we are now working with 50 investors, and this is just, I mean, 50 passionate women and men that are ready to tap over into acquisition, and it started with an idea back in November. Just imagine the 50 people currently that we're working with currently right now with getting them into properties, and some have already gotten properties. You said multiple people, right? Just think about if we would have not acted on the thought or the idea of being passionate about really seeing people succeed, whether you're a first time homeowner on here or you're someone that's striving to be a first time homeowner, right? If you're wanting to get into investing, we've created that platform for that individual. We're helping people right now to get into duplexes that never owned a property. We have helped people that don't even own current properties right now, but they're cash flowing their rental properties, right? Preparing them. It's just something about being around people that literally kind of help you to navigate just your process, the process in general, right? To get you to thinking totally different. And so when I think back on that, I'm like, wow, God, you know what I'm saying? You saw fit that for us, you know what I'm saying? You've given us the insight, the wisdom. He's imparted into you the wisdom, the insight, the knowing, right? To go out. And it was up to us to take action, to be able to say, you know what, let's open the door for so many people that probably always had a desire to own their own property, but just did not know. When we were out in Miami, I ran into one of the people that were on our team, and she was based on my son's basketball team. And I asked her a question. I said, have you ever desired to own your own home? She couldn't even tell me everything that she would want because she had been renting for so long. She just know that she wanted it. She didn't understand the process of what it even looks like, who I even need to go to get a loan, or how do I even go to the bank? My credit, how do I even get that? She did not even know. But running into someone such as myself that had already a blueprint set up, you see what I'm saying? It was just up to her to take advantage of the opportunity that was presented, so that way she can now develop in an area where she's weak. And I think that's the season and the time that we're in. To partner, it's about partnership. I didn't when I made a decision to partner with you. You see what I'm saying? The way my life was. You see what I'm saying? Years ago, it's not what my life looks like today. It was through partnership. It was because, you know what I'm saying, I was willing and humble enough to humble myself, right? And team up with someone that was a lot smarter than me in areas, right? That end up helping me. And that's how we have to begin to get out of ourselves. Here we are offering to people an opportunity for a desire that may be on the inside of your heart. And you may be watching right now and you may say, you know what, Jewel, Marquita, I have a desire to be a homeowner. I've been renting for the rest of my life. My grandparents rented, my mom rented, everybody rented. Nobody had an answer. People said this is the best route to go. And I just accepted that. You know, you might be somebody on here like, man, I don't even know how to even invest at all, or even what's the first step to investing to get a door, to get 3 doors, to get 5 doors, you know, or anything. But what we're saying now is that we have that answer for you. We have the partners, we have the people, we have the construction people, we have the teams, we have everybody put in place. It's now up to you to say, you know what, teach me, put me in the game, right? And it's right there on the screen. If you want more information about what it is that we're discussing or what we're talking about, then just reach out. You know what I'm saying? Put in the chat right now that, you know, I want in. Just say that, I want in. And somebody will reach out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's good, Keita. And I see Garland is on here, one of our contractors who has just been on point. Oh my gosh, she's such a blessing. Working on several projects that we have right now. But you know, you're right. It's all about partnership. Sometimes you don't know what you want until you get exposed to it. You know, you might say, I would never want a mansion. Don't really say that until maybe you've spent a couple days in one, right? Never say, oh, I wouldn't want a housekeeper until you've had one. Never say, you know, I wouldn't want to cook because I like to cook until you've experienced it. Always stay open to saying, okay, you know what? I need to be willing to at least experience it. And one thing that we do at Acetify is we are literally, like she said, we got 50 something people that we've worked with, help them get into homes, help them to negotiate off-market properties that are investment properties that they now are either putting tenants in, cash flowing, or they put on the market, got it fixed up, put it on the market, and then turn around and selling it for a profit. And that's one of the things that we're doing with our students right now. We want to be able to do that with you. We want to be able to do that with the Rhodas and the Danielles, and we want to do it with all of you that are saying, you know, I'm really ready. June is such a defining month because this is literally like the halfway point for 2024. And I'm already, you know, I'm a futurist. So I'm already thinking, Patricia, in a minute, you know, we're going to be like, oh, it's 2025, you know? And so I think it's just really important that you seize the opportunity and you seize the moments. And so I want to share with you guys just a couple of things that we do. We have a lot of off-market properties that are available right now. Now, hopefully let me get this right. We have off-market properties that are available right now. Okay, now, Keita, if I lose you, let me know. I'm trying to pull this up. I want to show them a couple things here.
Yeah, so while she's pulling this up right now, you guys, what she's doing is showing you guys all the different off-market properties that we have right now. So to become a part of the membership, what it looks like, we literally have the properties set up. You don't have to go out and search for them. We have the properties set up for you. We have everything as far as with the banks that will turn around and get you the loan for it. You don't have to come out of pocket for it. We have everything set up. So she's pulling up right now just properties in general that we have for you guys, so that way you're able to, and I think I probably lost her. She should be coming back, but I'll just kind of explain to you. So what that looks like currently, what she's getting ready to do is pull up you guys off market properties. Those properties could literally be, let's say, $40,000, $50,000, $80,000, and $90,000, right? So what happens is we will turn around and get you guys the loan for those particular properties where you automatically own the house, deed in hand, right? And then we will go to the bank to get the rehab. So then we will pull our contractors together. They'll go and look at the property and say, oh, we need to put about $10,000 to $15,000 in it. So let's say you picked a $40,000 home. We got the loan for the $40,000 free and clear. Congratulations, you own the property. And this can happen within 24 to 48 hours. Let me tell you something. So if you're on right now and you like, listen, I have good credit, I'm up to par, I want to get in on this. You know what I mean? This is what this process looks like, okay? And so that's what she's getting ready to pull up to show you guys what it looks like. So you will get on a session with her, and she will go over all of these different properties. She will go over the ARV. If this property is $40,000, only needs $15,000 to rehab, we will put that puppy back on the market, let's say for $120,000, and there you have it. You have tons of profit. You know what I'm saying? And within 60 to 90 days, that home is actually sold, and then we will continue to help to navigate from there. And so that's the beautiful thing about it. So if you're on here and you like, man, I didn't know it was that simple to get into. Okay. A lot of the properties that she's going to show you guys is in the Detroit area. Okay. So this is where our sweet spot is. This is where we're helping a lot of people in the Detroit area. She's a bi-coastal investor. So we're going to make sure that at the end of the day, we're going to take you to where the math is mapping, where the money is popping, right? And so we just recommend that, of course, Detroit, many of you guys want to probably do it in your area, whatever that may look like, but we're telling you guys, we are offloading these properties left and right. Okay.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share, we'll probably do a Zoom because eventually we'll do a Zoom because StreamYard is not the best with letting me navigate and share exactly what it is that I want to share. Getting back to it is always a bit difficult, but I'm going to walk through. I wanted to show you guys, but yeah, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to walk through a couple things that we look at. So first of all, one of my main things that I like to do is put you in a position to do buy and flip so that ultimately you can do buy and hold. Okay. Buy and flip so you can go to buy and hold. Why do I want you to do buy and flip? I want you to do buy and flip because let's just say real simple math, nothing deep. These are real life examples. So Patricia, like right now, there's a house that I'm thinking about that's $72,000. Garland is our contractor on here. I'll send Garland over there to go walk through. Garland will come back and say, okay, Jewel, this is going to be $25,000 to fix up. The thing that I'm going to do is then pull up the comps. The comps are basically comparatives in that area in a zip code. We run the comps for about 0.5 to 1 mile because we want to see what are the houses after repair value have sold for. So after the client fixes it up and puts it back on the market, if they bought the house for $72,000, rehabbed it for $25,000, that's $97,000 they're in, but the ARV could come in between $130,000 and $150,000. So conservatively on that deal, they're probably going to be making anywhere between $20,000 to $40,000, $100,000 in, and then an additional, then put it back on the market for, let's just say if we do conservative 130, even if we could get 150, our real estate agents that we work with are amazing. And a lot of times we'll say, let's go a little bit under comp to create a little bit of a bidding war, because what we don't want to happen is we don't want the house to just end up sitting on the market. We want to sell it as soon as possible. Okay. And then we're paying attention to location. We're paying attention into if they're abandoned, houses across the street, next door. We're paying attention to if there's revitalization happening in that area. These are all things that we're going to help you to identify, because it's not just about finding a cheap house.
No.
You know that. You can have a cheap house. As a matter of fact, we had one of our students who bought a house, and next door they were working on it, but in the middle of them working on it, they stopped. So what we don't want to do is we want to make sure that whatever you buy to the left of you and to the right has homeowners in there and across the street, right? Because those are things that are going to impact its ability to be able to sell. And so that's what we're doing here at Aesthetify. We will be doing another call. We wanted to come on here live just to kind of give you guys an overview of what this looks like. But there's no reason when you get into our program, what's happening with a lot of our clients, they're going from deal to deal to deal to deal. They're not just coming in to do one deal. We're not interested in helping you just do one deal. We're interested literally in helping you build an empire.
Exactly.
And so Keita, you know, because Keita comes with me, we go check on the properties. We work with the contractors. We're talking to city officials, like every part of the deal. We have relationships with title companies to make sure it's a clear title, because there's a lot of fraud going on in the city of Detroit. Last thing you want to do is buy a house but can't unload it because a title company didn't catch a lien on it.
Right.
Or they didn't catch an issue on it. So from beginning to end, you really need that support and that help. Keita, you want to just talk about some of the things that, you know, we've seen why it's so important to really have that support?
Yeah, I would definitely say that because, you know, one of the women that I think, who was it? Sheila. I want to talk about Sheila. So with Sheila, she's one of our investors, and she came into the process really, really smooth, really quick, got in. Dr. Jewel went over the process with her. She ended up getting her property. I believe it was in like 72 hours. It was extremely quick. She narrowed down exactly what it was. She got the funding that was needed in the property. And so then now we get into the property. And so then now at this point, you know, now the contractors are working on the property, getting it done, da, 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 da. And this is why it is important to not just have a coach that will give you literature. Okay, let me just be very specific, because there's a lot of real estate programs out there, and these programs are getting you into the room and they're giving you a lot of literature, a lot of information, and then they're sending you on your way to go and step into a world that you're totally unfamiliar with. And so, but with what we're doing over here, and even the same thing we did with Sheila, is that Jewel was there to navigate her. You also have a team of people that's going to be here to help you to navigate, you know, whatever that looks like. If you run into a hiccup, if you run into something as you're going through the process with getting your property, you know what I'm saying, finalized as we're getting it to get onto the market, right? And I think this is why it is important. And so a lot of our people that come in, they want the package that is going to get the hand holding. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to want that package, okay? Because that package actually looks like constantly on the phone with you, on the phone navigating situations with your contractors. You see what I'm saying? Looking at your property when you're not even visible, when you're not even in Detroit. We fly up to your property and we be there going through the properties, putting up knobs, getting this while you're in the comfort of your own home. You're going to want that package, right? You're going to want the whole handing, right? The other packages that we offer are amazing, but this one specific one, I'm telling you, everybody loves it. They're like, you know what? Absolutely. And that package is only $10,000, okay? That is a $10,000 package. And let me tell you something. That membership, that access that you're going to get, it is second to none, okay? You're going to far reap the financial reward.
You're going to make that over.
You're going to make that way back. And let me tell you something. It's not just you coming out of pocket $10,000 for your education. So that's you investing $10,000 into your education, right? So we also have funding for that. So you can get funding for your 10K. And then a lot of our students, what they do after we've already sold their property, they end up going back, either paying off that $10,000 educational loan, come on, because they made profit. And then we're showing them how to be able to turn around and get another property, a second door, a duplex, so forth and so on. So you're going to have a coach here navigating the waters with you. We're going to make sure that you turn around and have the bank accounts needed to be set up. Come on. You're going to need all of that. What LLCs you're putting your properties in, you're going to need all of that. Come on. We're going to have the contractors, so You don't have to go out and look for no contractors. We already have the team set in place. So as soon as you close on your properties, the teams are right in there in your property, going ahead and looking up everything. Come on, who is doing that? Nobody, right? So we already have that set up. We already have the banks that are here to give you the loan. We have the credit people to be able to turn around and assist you. This is what that 10K package look like. So if you're on here and you like, you know what, I need that. I need the mentorship. I need the hand holding. I don't just want one door. I want 2 doors. I want 3 doors. I want duplexes. I want triplexes. You know what? Outside of that, I want even my own personal property, okay? And I still need the mentorship behind that. I need my credit done. All of that comes with that. And then guess what? Now, after you have taken advantage of that, then we move you over into acquisition. And that is that package. We have another package that is $5,000. And that package will still give you an off-market property. Come on. But it's not going to hold the hand. We're going to give you information, literature, all of those things that you will just go navigate through that information. And then you will make a decision, say, okay, I want to go and pick these contractors. I want to go do this. And so you guys get it. You see why the 10K package is a bigger opportunity, right? Before, that same package was just, you guys, you know what I'm saying, $5,000. But because of the workload that comes with that, you guys have no idea. And our clients are flipping houses left or right, buying flips, buying homes. Because Dr. Jewel, we just helped some other people. What is it, this week or last week? Turn around and close on another property and also purchase, I believe, too, last week as well. And so it's just been a journey. I'm telling you guys, we're making.
It's been great. It's been great. Dottie, actually, Dottie is closing tomorrow on her buy and flip. Trina is closing next week on her buy and flip. Sheila's property is now on the market, but not only is Sheila's property on the market, but she was so smart. I was really proud of her for this because she went on and said, hey, I want to keep moving. And so what we did is now we're in a position now where Sheila's property, she's got tenants coming in. This is an apartment building. This is ultimately, can you guys see this?
Yeah, we can see it.
So this is another apartment building. This is where I want people to get to. I want you to get to, we're doing buy and flips for capital so that you can have buy and holds. So this is a 26 unit apartment building that's off market. It's not even on the market. Okay, it's off market. And that's really what you want. You want to be able to get, some properties are going to be on market in good deals, and then some are off, right? We tend to get mostly off, but there are a lot that, you know, have never hit the market. But this property here has been on the market since November 2023, and we are looking at negotiating this right here. So these are just some of the things that you guys are going to have access to that I'm really, really excited about. That's going to really put you in a position to really start to grow your portfolio. Imagine whatever amount it is you're used to living off of. Maybe you need $5,000 a month. Maybe you need $50,000 a month. Maybe you need $20,000 a month. I want you to imagine right now as we get ready to wrap, I want you to imagine that amount of money coming in every single month. Now, whether your business is flourishing or not, you got tenants. Whether your corporate position is going well or not, you got tenants. So all roads for real wealth needs to be that money is coming in, whether I build a team or not, whether I go to work or not, whether I launch a new campaign in my business or not, whether my business is in a thrive season or a low season. Listen, businesses come and go. Things change. People are always going to need a place to live. They're always going to need a place to stay. And right now, you have rents that are going up like crazy all over the nation. Whatever you're paying in rent right now, I can almost guarantee you that over the next 2 years, your rent is going to continue to increase. Why not own and make sure your equity is increasing? Our house, by the time we moved in it, we're almost 4x what we spent to buy this house. 4x, and we bought this in 2007. Our Atlanta home we bought 2 years ago, just 2 years ago, and the price is almost $200,000 more. We just verified that yesterday when we were in Atlanta. So what I'm telling you, you got to move swiftly, quickly, urgently into becoming an investor. So I want to encourage you guys tonight, those of you that want in, that 10K, that's a small amount of money in comparison to the money that you're putting yourself in position to making. We have a company that will fund you that. Go ahead and email right now, support@certifiednow.com. The team and I, Keita and I, the team, we're ready to work with you. We've got the off-market properties. We're going to help you with the negotiations. We got the title companies and the contractors, the funding. If your credit is jacked up, we got the credit special. We got everything you need, period, end of the story. So, Keita, what's the last thing you want to tell them before we get ready to wrap tonight's call?
Take action. Take action.
Yeah.
Take action. The best thing you can ever do is put yourself in a position to win. Put yourself in a position around thrusters, to put yourself in a position around access. Many people, if you think about the Rockefellers and you think about the Oprahs and you think about the people that you personally just scroll across every single day and you see their success, what did they do? They took action and they positioned themselves. You have to get in a posture and a position of saying, you know what? I need to position myself with the right people. And if you don't know it all, it's okay. That's the benefit. That's the benefit of community. It takes a team. We're thriving because of the team. There's no I in team. We're thriving because of that. And this is just an open opportunity. This is an extension. We are extending our arms, saying we are looking to help the masses of people. And the best thing that anyone on here, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching currently right now, don't let a dollar amount, don't let anything stop you from your future success, from your growth. Because I can tell you, I paid in so much more money for access to things. And my life is the representation of what I was willing to actually pay out for myself. You are so much more valuable, okay? You are valuable. Your family is valuable. The decisions that we make right now is so important.
So important.
Make the right decision because your family is watching. Your children are watching. Your loved ones are watching. The world is watching. And I'm telling you, take massive action right now. You have an open door. You have an open door. The time is now. It's time to go.
It's going to end up impacting your quality of life. It's going to determine how you move. It's going to determine where you move. It's going to determine so many areas of your life.
Oh my God.
You really need to say, it's not an option. I have to be wealthy. I got lives I got to change. I got to change my life. I mean, there's just so much to do. But when you don't have wealth, you are limited. Take the limits off. Give yourself permission to win. Give yourself permission to grow. Give yourself permission to seize the moment. Don't sit here and wait till Christmas talking about next year, 2025. No, 2024 today is going to be. So listen, Keita, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. Huge support to so many of the clients here that went in because of her and just the team members. And so you guys, listen, get on support@certifiednow.com. If you are ready to take action, bring you into this amazing real estate empire that we're all building together. And it is nothing more rewarding. So love you guys so much. Thanks for joining. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye.